Okay, hello folks, how you doing? This is Joe with Big Ugly Plastics. So today we are going to run you through how to pour some plastic. Okay, and I'm going to show you first here is all the different things you're going to need. Okay, obviously you're going to need a Pyrex cup. Okay, and you really want to use the Pyrex because they just don't have any comparison. The Anger Hocking, not bad, but just not a Pyrex. Okay, and as you notice inside the Pyrex, I've already poured a cup of plastic. There's all kinds of plastic out there. You can ask a million people on Facebook or any of them and they'll all give you different answers. I'm going to leave that up to you. Okay, so we have 1 cup of Pyrex in the Pyrex. We also have, we're going to make eels today. So we're going to use green pumpkin, okay, and we're also going to use black glitter, which I have in my glitter stand right here, and I'll grab that for you in a minute, okay. And the way we do it is you have to have a knife or something else that you can use to stir it with, and I'm going to run that through you in about a minute, and we're going to put you on pause. You also got to have a injector. This injector holds about a cup and a half of plastic, and it will fill this whole mold that we're going to run. I'm going to open it up just to show it to you real quick. Okay. This is made by a pretty big manufacturer. Okay. This is an 8-inch eel. Okay, it's a really good eel too. In the fall, I probably made 500-600 white ones like this that they were killing stripers with offshore. All right. It also works inshore, like if you're in the Delaware or if you're in the Chesapeake Bay or places like that with a nice jig head on it. Okay. I use swim baits when I hook them up, and I'll tell you what, you can't ask for much more. Okay, so I'm going to hook that up for you. Now I'm going to show you how I do it, because this is a big mold, and it's not always easy to get it to sit how you want it to if you're just using regular style clamps. So what I do is I use this piece of wood that I have, and you don't have to do this, okay? This is easier for me. And then I use the big clamps, and I clamp it in the middle, okay? Then I take the other one, and I clamp it on the other side, down like this. Okay, so that keeps the bottom of it and pretty much the middle of it in good shape. Then over here, you'll see I have a whole bunch of clamps. I have these kind here too. I use these, but not in this situation. So what I do is I have some of these clamps that are really strong, and I'll put like one here, and I'll put one on top. Again, this is just to keep it closed. Not that it pops open or anything. I don't want you to think that, but now this one here is really strong, so you want to get that one toward the middle a little more. And then this one. Okay. So that's basically what's going to happen. Then I'm going to stand up and I'm going to inject it. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this off to the side, and I'm going to get started with the plastic. So my microwave is right here. You don't need any fancy microwave. This is a $49 microwave from Walmart. This is my 3rd one, okay, because sometimes things just happen to me and there's nothing you can really do about it. But it's a very good one. It's easy because you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. You can go up to 9 or 10 or whatever you want to put it on, okay, for minutes. So I'm going to take this one, okay, and I'm going to put it in. Put that in there, and I'm going to hit the 2 button, and that's going to cook for 2 minutes. Alright, and in the meantime, you're also going to need something to check the temperature with. Okay, so we're going to open it up now. It's been in there for 2 minutes. It's going to look pretty much the same. It's still going to look white, okay, but we're still going to give it a spin just to help make sure it's moving around. Alright, and just to show you, we're going to check the temperature. I'm guessing the temperature is going to be around 198, 226. Okay, not too bad. All right, so we're going to put it back in for another 2 minutes. Okay. And then when it comes out again, I'm going to add some colorant to it, and then we'll put it back in to try to get it up to the 325, 350 temperature. that we're looking for that we can pour. That's the game plan at that point. This is what you want to see when you take it out this time. Okay, you want to see it starting to clear itself up. Alright, so you're going to take your knife and you're going to see it's still a little on the thick side and it's hot. Okay, so I'm going to check the temperature one more time. It's going to be close to the 300 we're looking for, just to start at. Now we're almost at our where we want to be. It's at 339. Okay, so because I'm going to be messing with it here for a few minutes, I have to put color in it. This is green pumpkin we're using. Okay, you can buy this from anybody. Okay, and I'm going to put in about at least 10 drops. This thing, it comes out a little fast sometimes, so you got to be careful. So, and you put it in and you want to start stirring it real good. Okay, now that's about as dark as we're really going to want it. So that was good. That little extra that fell into it worked out probably a little more than we wanted it to. But green pumpkin, and now we're going to add our glitter, okay, which is black, because that's going to be the green pumpkin seed. That's what the black is. The black is the seed. So we're going to take an eighth, okay, of a measuring cup, and we're going to drop it in there. Okay, and we're going to put 2 in. It looks a little light. So we'll put them in there, and then again, we want to mix them in really well. Okay, now we're going to check the temperature on this after I get it stirred up really well. I'm going to turn it so you can see it better. Now, as you can see, it's thickening up again. All right, that's why when you're getting ready to pour it, you want it to be like water almost. You want it just to pour in there, or in this case, if you're doing hand pours, if you're doing this case and you're using this, you want to make sure that it's going to be able to go in and out and not get stuck on it. Okay? So I'm going to put it back in now. Let's check the temperature one more time, just for GP. See, it's back down to 290 that quick. Alright, so we're going to put it in for a 1. Okay, and then I'm going to get ready because this is a injector that we're going to use. Okay, I bought this on eBay, man, years ago, but it still works. And these little gasket things, or whatever you call them, they last a long time. But every once in a while, you have to change it. And you'll know when you have to change it. It's going to get ugly. So, okay, we still have plenty of the black flake in it, which is what gives you the seed for the green pumpkin seed product. Okay, so the black in it that you'll see when it's not really thick is the black glitter. Okay, you don't have to add it in. You can have just regular green pumpkin. But the green pumpkin seed just so happens to be the popular one, especially in freshwater. Okay, so here we go. We're going to hit it up again, and hopefully everything will come out fine. So here we go. This is the big N2 injector. It's very expensive, but it does the job the best of any of them. So if you call them, you can talk to Steve. He's the one who does most of the making of them. And so here we go. The first one always takes a little bit to get going. There it goes. It's starting to move. Now you got to remember, you don't want to jam it. All right. All you want to do is press down enough to get it moving, and when it stops, like right there, you'll notice that it fills. See, it's full. So you do it again. You push down, and when you feel it stopping, on to the next one. See, once you get that part of it down, you got it. Because everybody wants to go fast, but on these big baits, like these 8-inch baits, you got to take your time, and you got to make sure that it tells you when to stop, not the other way around. Okay? So we're going to do it this way this time. I'll show you again. Okay? I'm going to hand pour it right into it. Maybe our next video we do, maybe we'll actually do some hand pours. Okay? can always make some worms. We might make some worms today, but we're probably going to wait till after we're done with this. So this one looks like it's going to come out really well, and then after that we'll just try to go over everything and just repeat everything. So again, if you want to see them on the website, you can. If you want some of these, you can. If you want 50 of them, you can. Okay, it's up to you. All right, but my phone number's on there, my email address is on there. You can call up and order. We take PayPal, cash, and but anyway, I guess that's about it really. I'm going to take this apart and open it up in a few minutes. Give us a couple of minutes to straighten up here a little bit, and then we'll have them out on. We'll open them up and put them on the table. Okay, so we're back. We're going to take these out, and again, you always want to just pull these up that are hanging over, because it's going to make it harder for you to open it. And I usually just keep my gloves on and pull apart a couple of the molds themselves, and then for some reason these don't stay in because of the extra stuff on them, but you will notice though, okay? I'm going to move this one out of the way so I can show you. You'll notice here beautiful. You make them like that, no one's going to complain. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to snip them up. Now I throw them in water, okay, when they come out. Not everybody does. Some people tell you you don't have to. Some people tell you you should. Some people hang them up on like pegboard, and you know, hey, whatever works for you is fine. Okay, whatever this works for me, I throw it in there, and then when I'm ready to go inside and give them to my wife to work on and clean up just this little extra flash on the outside of them, it's all ready. Okay, so I'm going to throw these back in here, and this too, and just make sure that when you're buying stuff, okay, like molds for instance, okay, you want to use somebody who you know makes good stuff. Okay, so the same thing that comes when if you're buying plastic stuff that's already made. I'm going to show you these here, and I'm going to show you how I sell them, and I'm going to show you stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you first. You saw those 5. Okay, so what I do, you'll notice these swim baits are on here. That's what this part is called, the head. Okay, and they come in different sizes. And they come in different colors. Well, the colors depends on how you make them. I paint them all and all that, so that's how I make them. Okay, and then you can also buy a bag like these. There's 5 of them in there. Okay, and you can get that 5 for $7, and these are usually around $2.50. Okay. And of course, you know, if you buy a few, you get better deals, and that's how it goes. So again, phone number's on there, biguglyplastics.com. It's biguglyplastics@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening in and tolerating me. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions or comments, please send me an email. I'll be happy to answer them for you. And God bless you. Tight lines.